and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to bronze slash contour slash blush slash highlight your face. I know all of it can be really overwhelming and like there's a bunch of steps, but honestly practice makes perfect. So this is how I personally apply all of these products to my face. Also, don't forget, I just opened a P.O. box that I'll have in the description box down below for you to send me wonderful pictures of your pets so I can hang them on my wall. For those of you who do not know, I am collecting pictures of your pets to hang on my wall, so please send me a picture and write me a little note and I will also write you back. I will have the P.O. box listed down below if you are interested. I love to hear from you guys and cannot wait to have this wall completely filled. But if you want to see this video, then just keep on watching. Okay, so for those of you who do not know what highlighting and contouring, what the purpose of it is, to highlight, you're going to bring something forward on your face, and if you're going to contour, you're gonna suck something back. So I start with my bronzer first. You want a bronzer that is going to be right for your skin tone. I personally like the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer from the drugstore. This bronzer is perfect for my skin tone because it's not too orange and it's not too ashy. So if you're my color or a little bit tanner, then this will work for you. So if you are deeper in skin tone, then this bronzer will probably not show up on you. But for me, it is perfect. And it smells like a pina colada. So I already have applied my foundation and my concealer, and I went ahead and set my face with powder. When you are applying powder products, you want to make sure that you have a powder base before you apply anything, because if you already have a cream base on and you try to blend out a powder, it's just going to be really patchy. So I used my Maybelline Fit Me Powder to go ahead and set my foundation and concealer. So I'm just going to take this brush. This is a Morphe M527 brush. It's just a really fluffy brush. It's going to help distribute the bronzer pretty evenly and not leave any harsh lines, because when you're bronzing your face, you don't want to have an intense line. Now if you're contouring, that's completely different, and we'll get into that in a second. Now, rule of thumb is wherever you place your brush first, that is where you're gonna lay the most product. So you don't want to start bronzing right here. You want to start bronzing your face back here. And I'm just gonna start right here and start sweeping it backwards. And I'm gonna start from the edge of my ear and end at the arch of my brow, and I'm just gonna bronze my cheeks just like that. Okay, I'm also going to take more of that and put it on my forehead. You want to apply your bronzer where you would naturally be tan, and I am applying that in my hairline because you want it to blend in and you don't want to be able to see where your bronzer stops. So as you can see, this half of my face definitely has more color and life than this half, because when you apply your foundation, it is going to wash you out and your bronzer is basically going to bring color back to your face. So now it looks like this half of my face just came from the beach. So on an everyday basis, this is what I do. I do not contour my face, but I'm going to show you how to contour just for the purpose of this video. So the purpose of using a contour color, it is going to help sculpt out your face more. You can also contour to help, you know, make your nose look smaller, or make your cheekbones more defined, or make your forehead smaller. So I'm going to go ahead and do those things to show you the difference. So to contour my face, I personally like to use the Hola Bronzer by Benefit. So this is the Hola Bronzer, and that is the Physicians Formula Bronzer. This one is lighter and also has like a satin finish to it. It makes you glow just a little bit. And this one is definitely matte and slightly more ashy toned. So I'm going to use the RealTechniques Multi Task Brush. The reason why I like to use this to contour is because it's very round on the top, and then it has these shorter bristles on the side. So it's going to pick up product right here and then help blend it out so that it's not a very harsh line. So I'm going to do the same thing like I did with the bronzer and apply it from my ear down to the arch of my brow, as you can see. So this is much more natural, and that is much more intense. So I'm definitely not going to leave it that way. You want to blend it out. Make sure when you're blending your bronzer or your contour, you do not want to blend it downward. You want to blend it up. So if you get too low on your bronzer or contour, it's going to make your face look more round. So I'm just going to get this and blend it upward. Okay, I'm also going to take that color and I'm going to to put that on my forehead, on the sides, and then also blend it into your hairline. If you need to make the fishy face, you definitely can, because you want to follow this line right here to help define your cheekbones. So when you make the fishy face, it helps guide you to the line that you're supposed to be basically coloring on. Okay, so there you can see that my face is definitely more defined than it was just when it was bronzed. If you did get a little bit sloppy with your contour, no big deal. You can take any type of translucent powder. This is the RCMA No Color Powder, and we're just going to use that to clean up that line just a little bit. As you can either take a brush, I personally am going to take a damp beauty blender and pick up a little bit of that powder, and I'm just going to carve out that line right here to clean it up. And honestly, you can let that line sit there for however long you want, but I'm just going to go ahead and brush it away. So now I'm going to apply blush. This is the Wet n Wild blush in Apricot in the middle. This is one of my favorite blushes. Depending on where you put your blush, it's going to give you a different look. I personally like to put my blush, and I think it looks best when it is applied right here. You don't want to stamp it on your face on the apples of your cheeks and bring it back. I curve my brush like this and I sweep it back in this motion instead of putting it right here. If you put your blush right here, it's going to make your face look very round and also very clown-like, in my personal opinion. I'm going to go in with this Morphe E4, and I'm just going to tap my brush in there, get off the excess. Now the same thing like with your bronzer, wherever you apply your brush first, that is where the most product is going to go. So I'm just going to turn it this way and sweep it on my cheeks. So now you can see that it just gave you like a flush of color, which is what I personally like best. Now to highlight, I'm going to go in with this Pixi by Aspen Ovard. However, if you highlight your face, it is also going to emphasize a lot of texture. So if I have any bumps right here on my cheeks, I will not highlight, and I'll just keep this area very matte, because if you highlight it, it's just going to bring a lot more emphasis to your texture. So when I highlight, I'm going to put it right here on the tops of my cheekbones, and you can also put it right here. And you want to bring it backwards, starting right here at the arch of your brow, and then bring it back to your temples. You can also highlight your Cupid's bow, which will make your lips look fuller, and your nose. I like to highlight above my brows during the summer because it makes you look like a glowing summer bronzed goddess. Now some people do like to highlight their chin and their forehead. I personally don't, because of the places that I do tend to get oily. Alright guys, so that is how I bronze, contour, highlight, and blush my face. If you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!